Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Okay, we're back here. Just had to set up both scoreboards, and the players are coming out. I'll just read your message, AML. Just wanted to say I'm going to move to a Chelsea YouTube channel for this game. So, a Chelsea fan, but I'll definitely be back to your streams tonight. Yeah, thank you so much, AML. Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, as a neutral reporter, I might say some stuff that you might not like as a Chelsea fan. Might focus on Flamengo sometimes a bit more than Chelsea, but yeah, definitely understand that. Just like if you're a Man U fan going to Mark Goldbridge's, of course, streams. Totally understand, but yeah, W's to you. Hopefully Chelsea can win for you and your team. I have hopes with them with, Liam Delap, but I'll see you, for the other streams. Otherwise, we'll be streaming both these games when they continue, and the Flamengo-Chelsea one has already started here. It just started now. I was a little bit late to the timer there, but I'll just skip it back up to about 30 seconds. There we go. On the exact time there. Good. And it looks like there is going to be a little check here for a free kick. No, there is a free kick. Yeah, free kick Flamengo. I'll read the lineups to you guys as well. So let's get the foot mob open once again. So this one's going to open here. So lineups for Flamengo versus Chelsea. So Rossi in goalkeeper for Flamengo, Lucas Pereira, Danilo, and Wesley as the back line. Wesley, of course, his first appearance for this tournament is going to be big. Jorginho back on this one with Polga in the DMs. Then we have Arojo, Der Arrasqueta, and Gerson as the forwards, along with Plata as the striker. Then for, of course, we have, just let me hide that there. We have Chelsea's lineup, Sanchez as the goalkeeper, Gusto, Chalaba, Colwill, and Cucurella as the defense. Then we have Reece James and Caicedo as the DMs, Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, and Pedro Neto as the forwards, and then Liam Delap, the new signing there, and he is also making his first debut, not the actual debut for the team, because of course he did play coming on as a sub, but this is his debut technically as a starter, and this is going to be big for Liam Delap here. Have confidence for them. There are a lot of balloons on the field, by the way, guys. A huge amount of Flamengo balloons being thrown onto this field here. So we'll see if this can get sorted out. But otherwise, yeah, this game is underway already. And it's looking like there's going to be a lot of goals because both these teams are well known for scoring. So we'll see what happens, of course. Still delay for Chelsea, for Benfica versus Auckland. I'll just put up here next to its thing here. I'll just put a little delay sign. Just put a delayed. There you go. Delay there. Just above. There we go. Nice and easily done. And, yep, hope everyone who is just joining us is doing well. Make sure to smash like. If you haven't already, vote up your team as well. And this is now Roberto Sanchez as the goalkeeper for Chelsea, having the ball here. Nice and simple. Roberto Sanchez just passes out to the side here for Colwill, who passes over to Gusto. Reece James is playing a DM in this game. Very unusual position. Roberto Sanchez just firing it over, and Flamengo do regain possession here. And there's going to be a free kick to... No, continue play for Chelsea. There is almost a very big appeal for a penalty. And Flamengo take the shot. It's over. And it's going to be a goal kick. And yes, that is a close one there. There is a penalty appeal here by Flamengo initially. And a free kick appeal. Because there seems to be a big, possibility of that being a penalty. I don't know why the referee didn't initially call. But he does ignore that. And Flamengo do take a wild shot there. That is not great. From Flamengo's, I think that is Derasqueta trying to take that nice shot over there, but just too high. Now this is Chalaba. Gusto. Back to Chalaba. And now it is through here to Reece James. Full ball trying to find Delap. It doesn't do so. Cole Palmer just tries to pressure. And now Flamengo have a counter chance here. Big break for them. There's only 4 Chelsea defenders back. There are 6 Flamengo players. And Flamingos, yes. Flamengo do have the ball here. Roberto Sanchez does collect that. However, they do a nice kick, and he does a nice, easy save. And now this is back with Colwell passing to Sanchez. And now out to Caicedo. Through ball finding Fernandez. And this is now a chance here. Liam Delap with the ball running down the field. There's a strike from Liam Delap, and it's saved by Flamengo. And that is the first glimpse of goal by the new signing striker. And he is insane. I'm not joking, guys. This guy is looking amazing. If you didn't know, he used to play at Man City Academy. He actually used to play with Cole Palmer. So this isn't the first time they played together. And Delap is looking wildly good. Still waiting for the delay to be over for Benfica versus Auckland. This is going to be a long delay, so can expect a long warm-up between these games. Here we go. This is a corner for Chelsea. There is a quick pause of gameplay here. It looks like that balloons might be collected off the field. Yep. And the corner can be taken now, it looks like. Here we go. Colwell, possibly the main target for this corner, along with Caicedo. Lobbed ball coming in, and it's just headed over by Chelsea. That is going to be a goal kick for Flamengo's goalie, Rossi. You think Chelsea have a chance to win? Chelsea definitely look eyeing up for a W here because so far no South American team has been beaten in this tournament. However, Chelsea have that quality. We've got Liam Delap as the striker. He is looking insane. Cole Palmer, Enzo. The list goes on for how many good players are on Chelsea's team this season, and we can clearly probably see a ton of chances for them through, those big names in the forward line. Of course, Delap was playing for Ipswich Town. He was a little bit unknown until, the latter half of the Premier League season, the 24-25 season, and then he started getting spotted out by, the likes of Manchester United. He was actually a target for them, and also Chelsea and Arsenal. I do think that United and Arsenal both missed out on a clean, easy gem here because Delap is looking very good. He's looking like a really, really strong player. And this is a ball by Flamengo out onto the side here. Here's a chance for Flamengo to really score, and it's nice and easily cleaned up by Caicedo, just inverting and clearing that one up. Chalobah just passing to Reece James there. Now it's Reece James playing midfield. Is a free kick for Chelsea. Just a foul by what looks to be, I think that is Arojo on Reece James. No problem, Elena. Go and say, because, this match just started now. I think some people got confused and thought this next match would be at 10 or in 1 hour. Technically, for everyone, it's in 1 hour, but for me, 10 p.m. it might not be for you guys. But, this match actually is early. They changed the timings of this one. And now it is on the side here for Chelsea. Gusto now to Chalobah. And played over the side here. This is going to be a lob ball trying to find Liam Delap, and it doesn't find it. Colwell just poor there. And Flamengo fans still throwing balloons onto the field. This is going all the way back now to Flamengo's defense, and here's a little bit of a chance for them. The right side completely open here, and this is now with the ball. Gerson. Well, 12:10 a.m. That is insane. Wow, that's very late. And this is now on the right side. Left side. We have Pedro Neto, brilliant for Portugal in the Nations League, and he is showing his brilliance again. He did score against LAFC, the first goal, and now he will possibly score against Flamengo. Second half for Auckland City versus Benfica still delayed. Robert Sanchez. Now this is over to Robert Sanchez again. Just a quick one touch from Colwell to pass to Robert Sanchez there. And a nice little header from Cucurella trying to find Pedro Neto, but it goes out. That is going to be a throw-in for Flamengo. And this is now playing around with it. Flamengo. And a quick little touch through. This is now on the side here. Gerson just trying to find a little open space. He finds one. Flamengo crossing in, caught by Sanchez there. Brilliant catch from him. And now is going to be a play out for Chelsea. And yes, Chelsea just played out there to Colwell, nice and easy. And there's actually a little bit of a tussle here. Sorry, I was just trying to just configure something. There's a little bit of a tussle here on the field as a Flamengo player goes down. That is a this is a bit of a concern for both teams. Like, this is looking like a bit of a tussle. Let's have a look here what happens. So, yeah, just a tackle by Caicedo. It's not even that bad. And then, yeah, it's on Jorginho, the former Arsenal player. So, of course, a little bit of strong opinions there between both London club players, and then Caicedo getting up and actually pushing Jorginho when he's on the ground already. And then that's when the fight begins to break out, you know. That is not looking good for Caicedo. He's going to get a yellow card. I don't know if he's going to have a possible red card. No problem, Ian, you know. I think some people didn't understand that this match is actually 9 p.m. My time, which is in 3 minutes from the previous stream there. Oh, yes. Make sure don't... if you're still in the middle of discussion, please go back. Nah, if you need to do that discussion, go back. No problem. There's going to be a free kick here for Flamengo after that short little tussle. I'm just going to actually just do one quick thing here. Which is, first of all, Kirkes has been signed by Liverpool. Confirmed. Just going to quickly... post on this story thing here a image of this match, because I love to post the images. Okay. Okay, there we go. Sorry, just had to post that, guys, so anyone else who is missing this match can come to it. So there was no time between this one. And there's a goal. As I'm doing that, Chelsea score. And it's Pedro Neto. What an insane goal that was by the Portuguese international. Really, just, again, clutching up for Chelsea. He scored now both opening goals in both Chelsea games. And so far, as it stands, it's going to be Chelsea as the first team to defeat a South American team here. Enzo Maresca just telling Cucurella some instructions here as there's a short break from the goal. Okay, cool, Ian. Yeah, definitely. If that's cool, you got permission to do that. That's W's. What a strike from Neto, by the way. So it's originally poor defending from Flamengo, and then he just hits it from absolute range. Well, it's not that range. I thought maybe it was a bit further out when I first saw it. But yeah, that is a good strike regardless. Just goes over the foot of Flamengo's goalkeeper there. Rossi had no chance to score. And South America now looking like they're going to have their first loss as a continent of teams. Which is insane in itself. I mean, even if they get the loss now, this is insane, guys. The first loss for a South American team now happening, you know. So Chelsea score 1-0 Flamengo. And the Orlando Stadium match is still delayed between Benfica and Auckland. Still a match delay. So we are yet to see any information about that. Flamengo just having the ball back to Rossi after a little tackle from Delap. He does get the ball. This is now them playing outfield here. Gerson, nice over. And Flamengo do win possession. There's a call by Jorginho to try and play it forward as quick as possible. Your prediction is 3-2 for Chelsea, but I stand with Flamengo and I stand with all of South America. Yeah, South American teams definitely showing up. This looks like, yep, the ball is controlled out here by Flamengo's left wing there. Arojo just clearing that one straight out of the field. And it's going to be a ball for Chelsea. Going to be a throw ball for Chelsea there. Just making sure as well that I've got no important notifications that I need to see. No, okay, good. There we go. Hi, Cash and Nico, welcome back. It's been quite a bit, but welcome back. Hope you had a nice time while you weren't on these streams here, bro, and hope you have a nice day. W's. Make sure to smash like if you haven't, guys. Smash like if you haven't, because this is going to be a big goal fest, you know. Yeah, you had school, W school, you know. Attending school, you know. That's great. And here's a chance to Flamengo, and it's caught by Sanchez. W's you, though, Cash and Nico. Yeah, smash that like, you know, guys. Like, go and just do this with the like button. Pretend this is the like button. You guys like that as hard as possible. I don't want to break my desk, so I'm not going to do it too hard. But, yeah, now it is going to be Flamengo with the ball here on the left side. It's just going to be Franca winning it back to Gerson now. And Chelsea have another chance. Enzo winning a little bit of a play here. And Liam Delap does not receive that one because Enzo did not fire that good. No, I do not break the spaghetti, Cash and Nico. Myself, I don't. Still delay for weather here at Orlando Stadium as well. Still waiting on any updates, guys. I'm going to write a comment and pin it. Okay, it's about the Benfica-Auckland game. Match will restart. Match updates will be provided for Benfica versus Auckland City FC. Okay, there we go. Had to put that there just in case anyone is a fan of that team. Then they can see that immediately as they come onto this this stream here. And this is going to be Flamengo just passing back to the back here with Jorginho. And yeah, W's, and no one is spaghetti breaking bad. I heard it's bad in Italy, you know. And yeah, I know. I like reading stuff out when I write. That's what I did in the exams as well. Helps me write faster. Do you have a match at 1 a.m. in your time? Yes, I do. 1 a.m. my time, there is a match. There's also a match at 4 a.m. This match is only 1 hour earlier for some reason. I don't know why this one specifically, but this one is 1 hour earlier. But yeah. And now this is going to be cleaned up nicely by Robert Sanchez. And in Italy, if you break the spaghetti, they break. Wow. Yes, W's joining up, you know. Let's see what matches it is, actually. I just need to find my foot mobs actually here. It's going to be the matches at 1 a.m. LAFC versus Esperance. And then the big one, Bayern Munich versus Boca. So we're not going to be bored out. 1 a.m. match might be a little bit more boring. But the 4 a.m. one, Bayern versus Boca, I can see a goal fest there. Boca maybe scoring 1, Bayern 4, because Bayern look like they're not showing any mercy to any teams, you know. And that's what we love to see. We love to see Bayern showing no mercy and just going all at it. Yeah, love to see it. And now it is going to be the ball for Flamengo. It looks like Cucurella. Yes, Cucurella won the ball for Chelsea, sorry. Just the ball goes off Flamengo's there. Gerson, or yeah, exactly. I know. Gerson, probably a key player for Flamengo. Sorry, guys, I was just reading some comment that someone wrote on my thing. Just seeing if they wrote a nice comment there, which is good. In 3 weeks, it's holiday time for you. W's, Cash and Nicker, you know. W's holiday. I'm already on holiday. Because, of course, I finished the A-level exams. You get a little bit of an earlier holiday there. But, yeah, W's for your holiday, Cash and Nico, when you get one. Always love to see it. And this is a nice little defensive maneuver there by Colwill. And that's going to be a free kick for Chelsea. Just Caicedo being fouled. And that is going to be a foul by Ayrton Lucas, the left back for Flamengo. Let's have a look at this foul there. Yeah, just absolutely bashes into his leg and face there on Caicedo. You're going to go to Slovakia and Turkey. Wow. Two unique countries there. Very unique choice, Cash and Nico, for your selections. That is a good choice. But this is now going to be a ball for Chelsea. Just trying to find a nice through ball there. And it looks like that Flamengo's not going to tidy that one up. And it's just cleared away by Rossi, because it looked like Liam Delap almost had a goal there. Very crucial clearance for Rossi. And there's another one. Another crucial clearance back to back. Juventus Slovakia a million times. Wow. But still, I've never been. And that seems like a very, unique choice personally for me. I'd love to go to Slovakia. Sounds lovely. And then, of course, I've been to Turkey, I think, twice before. Once when it was during COVID and we were stuck in the hotel, my family, for about, a couple of weeks. We didn't really go outside then. But then the other time was way before COVID. It was like in 2017, 2018. Yeah. Turkey's lovely. And now this is Flamengo just trying to find a little pass through. Chelsea 2-4-4 formation. Yeah, they are playing a nice sort of 2-4-4 here. It is listed on FootMob as a 4-2-3-1. However, I do think that this is more so where we've got Neto and Palmer playing almost as DMs in this game. And then they've just got Enzo and Delap as the forwards up front. And then it's also, it's like an inverted 2-4-4. At some points, and then the other points it's just Chalobah and Colwill at the back, Gusto, James, Caicedo, and Cucurella in the midfield, and then we've got Palmer, Fernandez, Delap, and Neto all up front there. Enzo almost acting as sort of like a double striker with Liam Delap, And this is going to be a Flamengo ball out in the left side here. 21 minutes in. I think our clock for the Chelsea game is 1 second behind, so I'm going to just make it 1 second more. There we go. Yep, that's good. Now we're on time. There we go. There's a slight lag here. There we go. I just had a massive lag spike. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you saw that with the stream. It might have lagged out a little bit, but I did just have a massive lag spike. That's why the timer was lagging out a little bit too. And my DAZN lagged out. But we are back live. And it looks like there's going to be a free kick here for Flamengo. It could be a penalty, possibly, if that tackle was inside the box. Pedro Neto getting a yellow card. That was an awful tackle by him. Onside. And that is going to be a... yeah, that's going to be a free kick, not a penalty. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, it's the lighting changing, It's a W now. I still want Cash from Cash and Nico. And when you said Palmer, that reminded me of John Palmer, Dick Turpin, and England Highwayman. Oh. Well, yeah, Cole Palmer, definitely if he wasn't playing football, would be playing as a garbage collector or highwayman or something like that. Because, yeah, Cole Palmer definitely not got the highest of IQ. Let's just say that. Benfica versus Auckland still delayed. There's not even a cloud over the stadium at this point. I don't know what it's being delayed for. I've got the image here and it's literally a clear sky. So don't know why it's being delayed. It is. It's going to be a corner again for Flamengo. The free kick just deflected out, it looks like, by Cucurella. Yeah, nice clearance by him. Just daps up Sanchez after that one. And corner for Flamengo going to be taken by number 7, Orojo. And here comes the ball in. It's just cleared away by Chelsea. And looks like there's a little bit of a foul in the box there by Chalobah. It's lucky that nothing's being looked at. So far, Flamengo, 56% possession, 32% for Chelsea, 12% contested possession. Yeah, that was a pretty bad tackle, by the way, yeah, from Pedro Neto. There's also a bad little thing in the box by, again, Chalobah, as I said. But yeah, I don't get why, there was no necessary need for that tackle by Neto from before. Best Asian accent. I don't really know how to do one, to be honest. Australian... actually, no, I don't know what I was going to say there. Frank, a cross coming in. It's just headed away. Hi, Jollery King. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Jollery King. And this is going to be a corner for Flamengo. Sorry, my brain is melting with how many matches we've watched now. Flamengo going to be taking this corner. Cross coming in, and it's called by Roberto Sanchez there. Brilliant. What happened to the Benfica match? It's currently delayed due to adverse weather, even though there's no cloud over the stadium. Again, this happened so far 3 times at the Orlando stadium here. So I've got both games open. I'm waiting for that one to have any sort of announcement, but at the moment it's delayed at halftime with 1-0. It will restart soon, I think. But yeah, at the moment just delayed. So we're watching the Flamengo-Chelsea match while we wait, and then we'll narrate on both when they both start back. This is Flamengo just playing the ball out here to Franca. You have too much high hopes for the South American run because Bayern might just smash Boca Juniors into pieces this morning because they got that mentality. Exactly. Bayern, the only European team really with the mentality of just destroy. Felix and Bangchan are Australian. Wait, on what team? On Flamengo? Or on Benfica's game? Wait, I'm... Let me see. Wait a sec. I just want to see who you're talking about. Felix and Bagchan. Felix and Bag... Oh, Stray Kids. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Well, that's new information there, Cash and Nico. I didn't know that. Teaching me something new there. And now it's going to be a throw for Cucurella. Benfica match will start whenever the match re-enables, whenever the referee announces. There will be, of course, 20 minutes approximately of warm-up before the match starts. So I can expect probably the match to be not starting for another 30 minutes before the players come out, and then 20 minutes for a warm-up. But it will not be cancelled. They don't cancel matches in this tournament, so it will just be waiting for the cloud to go over the Orlando Stadium. We've had 3 weather delays this season, so it's nothing new, this tournament. So, yeah, it's nothing new here. And this is going to be Flamengo just clearing out to the right side here. It's now Lucas. And... no problem, Cash and Nico. See you later, bro. W's as well for letting me know that 2 of the Stray Kids people from Australia, that's a big W, you know. The only record that will be broken this season is the amount of delayed matches. Yeah, exactly. Especially in this tournament, the most delayed matches in one tournament by far. Smash like for delayed matches. And this is going to be a throw-in here for what looks to be Flamengo. Yep, just passes it out nicely. There's a little foul on Franca, and it's just won by Cucurella. Where am I from? So I'm from Australia originally, Jollery King. However, I've been living in Saudi now for 8.5 years. I last lived in Australia a long time ago. I lived there up until I was like 6 years old. Then I went to New Zealand, and then, yeah, now I've been in Saudi for nearly most of my life now. Almost half my life. Actually, I think half my life I've been in Saudi almost. Maybe from next year will be half my life. And this is going to be a corner, what looks like to be actually a free kick for Chelsea. Yeah, free kick to Chelsea. No, we're going to smash the light for delayed matches. But smash, yeah. No delayed matches, exactly. Yeah, so there is a little bit of a foul here on Neto. It's just by Franca. There's just a double foul. And this is what we see, you know, from, of course, Flamengo. We saw it with Botafogo. We saw it with Palmeiras. You know, all of these delayed sort of fouls that they do because they're really sort of aggressive build-up and play. So that's how, you know, these South American clubs try and play out. And we'll see it with Boca against Bayern. There'll be a lot of fouls by Boca, I guarantee it. And thank you so much, Jollery King. I appreciate it. I try to narrate with that as much clarity as possible. But, yeah, sometimes I do spill up on the wrong player, but that's all good. You know, it's all about commentating, improving, you know, and getting better. We've commentated so far every game on the Club World Cup, which is crazy. Yeah, cooling break now as well. Do I know Burma? I think I've heard of it. I can't remember myself now. Is it Myanmar? Is Burma Myanmar? I think it's like another name for it, and I might be wrong. I don't know. I think I know it from my geography class, though. Yeah, I keep seeing Jake Paul ads. Like, what is that? Like a Jake Paul ad every 3 seconds here. Yeah, Myanmar. Yeah. Yeah, it's another name for it, I guess. Because I learned in my geography A level, but W's, you know, for Myanmar. Why, are you from Myanmar, Jollery King? If so, W's, you know. Or you live in Myanmar. And this is just back on the first goal here by Pedro Neto. What a brilliant goal that was. Just slammed it over, you know, Rossi's right leg there. Just really establishing authority Chelsea in this match with that breakaway chance. And this is what Chelsea's about, you know. Flamengo do have more possession. They've got 66%. But Chelsea is a counter-attacking team. Like Botta we saw against PSG, this is the same type of play Chelsea actually do. And again, Chelsea are currently leading 1-0. First team probably to beat a South American team. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I don't try and get into like political stuff. So yeah, I just friends with everyone, you know. W Earth. Now it's going to be Pedro Neto just talking with Enzo Maresca as well as Cole Palmer just talking. Just having a little bit of chat maybe for possible tactics. Maybe Enzo Maresca is going to do, you know, more of a bit of an attacking sort of play because I feel like Chelsea haven't been too attacking. I am 18. I just turned 18 a couple of weeks ago now. It's been 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks from next Tuesday that I turned... No, it'll be 4 weeks from next Tuesday since I turned 18. 3 weeks was this week. Seems like now... It seems like it was only recently, though. It seems like a week ago. And this is now Pereira passing to Rossi. And this is going to be Rossi drop kicking down the field, trying to find Gerson. And that is going to be nicely cleaned up and mopped up brilliantly by, I think that was Caicedo there. Just a nice little cleanup by him. The less chaos the fights the better. Exactly, you know. Exactly. Love to see it. There's stopped raining here in the Orlando Stadium. So, you know, I don't know when they might, you know, announce this match to be restarted, the Benfica-Auckland one. But at the moment, as it stands, the rain stopped. Maybe the pitch is drying a little bit, and then they might as well call the players out for warm-up. Do I use TikTok? Yes, I do use TikTok. I've actually got all my social medias, Discord, TikTok, Instagram, all in the channel description. The channel description is, of course, if you click on my little profile, and then you at the top it like says more, and then it says all that stuff. That's how you can find my TikTok. But yeah, I'm open to messages on Discord, DMs on there, on TikTok, on Insta, any really. Try and stay in touch with all you guys, all the fans. And I look young, 15. Yeah, I mean, I get that a lot. A lot of people think I look young. I think it's good, to be honest. Imagine if I'm like 22, still looking 16. That's insane, to be honest. I would love that, really. Because the more youthful you look, the more youthful you're going to last. Especially into into old age. Yeah, it's in Jollery King. It's in the channel description, you know. So it would be... It's like... So where my channel is... at the top where it says Welcome to DinoDoomz, you click more and you would see the TikTok link on there. So it's, yeah, on the home page. There's like a little more under how many subscribers I have. And it says like 2 more links. You click on that and it says there, DinoDoomz TikTok. Gerson usually plays the CDM, but no, he's playing more of a number 10 role. Yeah, exactly. That's what I actually noticed in this match. Gerson, he's listed as a right winger actually on FootMob. And on the official lineup for DAZN. But yeah, he's almost playing like a more DM role. He might actually be playing more RDM. with Jorginho as the LDM, and then they've, of course, got Araujo as a natural left winger. Gerson overlapping also with De Arrascaeta into the cam position, so he's sort of really just playing around really anywhere on the pitch he can find space. And that's really what Flamengo need to break down this Chelsea counter-attack team. They need more possession-based football. There's a bit of a skill from Robert Sanchez, a bit unnecessary from him, to be honest, a bit of a show-off. But he has bring the ball down the field here. This is going to be now with the ball, Enzo. Cucurella. Enzo. Back to Cucurella. Back to Enzo. And Enzo passes the ball all the way back nicely to... that is Colwill. Now Chalobah. Colwill, excellent for England, by the way. He is going to be an exceptional player, I guess, for England. He's going to be very good in the defence, especially for the 2026 World Cup. I can see him playing definitely as a starter along the lines of... Who's the other English? Dan Burn, I feel like. Dan Burn and Colwill will play a good sort of role in the defence. Also, the Crystal Palace centre-back, I forgot his name, will probably be there as well. Chilwell. Yeah, Chilwell. And this is going to be now with the ball, Pereira. And nice little overlap from De Arrascaeta. And trying to find some space. And, oh, Elena exposing personal information. Nah, it's all cool. You observe the game, you'll see fans are throwing balls to it. Nah, they're throwing balloons. They're throwing balloons. Maybe they're throwing balls, you know. I can't... Yeah, they are, actually. Yeah, you're right, Ian. Just near the goalkeepers, they're throwing some balls on the field. But on like in the middle area, the Flamengo fans throwing balloons. This stadium has got a lot of Flamengo fans, I got to say. A ton of them. Like an insane amount, honestly. Yeah, you're 14 because your mum said so. Okay, wow. Changing the age there. Yeah, okay, 14. No problem. I don't have a problem. You could be 2 and I don't really care. I know why I also think I'm 13, but my mum says I'm 14. Don't you have like a date of birth certificate though that would say how old you are? Because it would have to be on your passport. And now this is going all the way back to Danilo. Danilo finds on the right side here, Franca. And now it's Gerson. And now this is a good chance, actually, for Flamengo. And it's just mopped up by, I think that was Colwill there. Just nice and tidy. That means you're 10. All right, wow. 2012, February 13th. Okay, so how old would I be if I was born 2012, February 13th? You would be 13 years old in 2025. So your mum says you're 1 year older than you are. Well, I guess big person responsibilities, you know. You're definitely mature for your age if you think that if your mum thinks that you're 1 year older than you are. Yes, you know the way to calculate it, right? Is you just do 2025 subtract 2012, and that's your age. 2025 minus 2012, yeah, 13. And of course, if your birthday hasn't happened yet, it's your age for that year. So, say my birthday in 2026 hasn't happened yet, right? If I do 2026 minus my birth year, which is 2007, of course, it would be 19 in 2026. Of course, it's not my birthday yet if it was January 1st in 2026, but then you just go after February 13th or on February 13th, you turn that age, you know? So that's how you calculate your age for any year. What is that? You look 7? What the heck? Okay, let's continue. This is going to be Sanchez. Now onto the side here. There's going to be Chalobah. Is this Auckland-Benfica match actually going to come back, or are we genuinely going to just sit here forever and wait? There's no rain cloud over the field. I don't get what we're waiting for. This one's going to be half time before that one even starts again. Where's the Joga Bonito? I know, it feels like that Chelsea's going to win this one pretty easily. They're definitely showing the quality, you know. They're showing quality. They're showing that they can do it. So, yeah, props to Chelsea, honestly, that they're getting this done. The first European team to be a South American team. We haven't seen the Joga Bonito yet. Thank you, Jollery King, for tuning in. Hope to see you again in a future stream, bro. And, yeah, W's for attending this one, and have a nice sleep. Unfortunately, I don't get to go to bed because I'm staying up till 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. in the morning. And I will die of sleep deprivation. I'm joking. But, yeah. 5 more minutes of regular time. Yeah, that was a bad pass. But Flamengo still have possession here. And back to, this is Rossi. Do I have insomnia? No, I don't. I'm still getting enough sleep, don't worry. Because when I go to bed at 6 a.m., right? Or whenever the match ends, it's like 6:40 or something. And then I go to sleep and I wake up at like, I think 4 p.m. or just before the first stream. I actually wake up and have like only 30 minutes before I get up ready for the next stream. So I'm getting still like 10 hours of sleep. So yeah, still full night's rest. And more than a night's rest, actually. Usually I'd be getting only 9 hours, but yeah, I'm getting more sleep now than before. Except for today. I actually had to wake up at 7 to go to my hairdresser, and I went to sleep at 6. That's how much sleep I've got today so far. I've been up since 4 p.m. yesterday. Cucurella giving away a free kick to Fluminense. Now she's worrying if she's going to get it. No. You'll get insomnia if you're... So I've been awake now for about... I've been awake more than 24 hours now, because 4 p.m. today was 24 hours of being awake. And you only really get insomnia after 72 hours. So that's 3 days of continually being awake without a single bit of rest at all. So you're not going to get insomnia. It's like 72 hours, and then it gets progressively worse after 72 hours. So staying awake, you know, even how long I've stayed awake, it's not going to do anything. It will just make you feel a little bit more sick, but of course it's not bad. I don't feel sick at the moment. Robert Sanchez just marking where the wall's going to go. Can Fluminense get a goal here before halftime? We're about to find out. You know, 72 hours as well, 3 days. And this is going to be across there, and that is an off-the-line clearance. You're actually in front of me somehow, Ian, on the match here, which I'm surprised about. I'm going to have to reload my thing after this chance. And here we go. And that's cleared away to Robert Sanchez. Yeah, I'm going to reload. I think it's because I had that lag spike before, so I was slightly behind. There we go. Yeah, just having a look at this off-the-line clearance here by... Was that... Yeah, that was Colwill there. Off-the-line clearance by him. Brilliant. Again, showing his class for why he should play for England. This is going to be Colwill now. Reece James. Through ball, finding Cole Palmer. And this is a good chance here for... There's Liam Delap. Ooh, that is really close. Didn't even have time to say who passed that. And now it's just going to be passes around. No, that was actually a good attack. Liam Delap just unlucky there that the Flamengo player really just stuck his foot out to finish that one. Delap, though, always the striker positioning is critical on him. That is an initial pass there that is of high quality by, looks to be Neto. I think he keeps going on to the left side here. It's like he's shifting sides. James did set up with gusto as well. You're craving al-baked chicken? Yeah, al-baked W's. Honestly, it's so good. And now this is Gusto. Long ball coming out to Cucurella. Cucurella just passing a through ball here to find Enzo. Enzo fouled. It's going to be a continued play. The referee might check for penalty here. And this looks like it should be a penalty. I don't know how the referee has not said it's a penalty. Let's have a look. Is this a penalty here? I don't know how that's that should be a penalty. What is that? That is a clear penalty. literally just being held back by Flamengo. This should be a 2-0. The referee is not even going to check. And this is one of the types of referees I really do not understand, where they don't even check for a penalty or any sort of real contact there. That is clearly, he says no, but it should be. This is poor from the referee. The referee is Ivan Arkides. He's actually checking now. Okay, good. Fair enough. Ivan Arkides, Barton Cisneros. Been to Saudi like once 1.5 years ago for a religious site that we went to like 4 cities, and my uncle who lives there ordered like 6 large boxes, 3. Yeah, it's so good. Especially, you know, that's why I want to do in 2030. Imagine 2034 World Cup if the channels are, you know, big enough. You know, you got going to the 2034 World Cup games, sitting in the lounge, you know, and just having like a big feast of Al Baik with subscribers at 2034 World Cup. That would be epic. That's the vibes I imagine in the future for the channel. Hopefully we can get there, guys. But yeah, that's why everyone has to share up. Share the channel with friends, sub up, you know, and this is how we grow. And Delap is getting a yellow card there. That is, again, this referee is going off at Chelsea. Let's have a look at this. Is this a yellow card? That's a little bit cynical from Delap. I don't think it's a yellow card. That's a little bit too light. And Liam Delap gets his first yellow card in a Chelsea uniform. Yeah, W's, Ion. Yeah, if you grow up, be successful, you could be here easily too, you know. If not, you know, in the future, I'd love to invite subscribers to the World Cup games. Of course, that is, again, if the channel is successful. That's why I say, you know, every time, share it with your friends at school. Share it with anyone you know and that would probably enjoy the content. And yeah, the more we grow, the more fun stuff we can do, the more giveaways we can do, the more stuff we can do, you know. So far as well, 100% of the votes are going to Chelsea to win this match. And this is going to be a corner kick for Flamengo. Flamengo just doing a short corner here. And here is a chance for them just pass back. This is going to be another intake from Flamengo. And that's going to be a second corner in a row. Cole Palmer, nice defense from him. So far, Flamengo have had 4 corners. Chelsea's had 1. Okay, and you say already became a fan. Yeah, you know exactly, Ion. That's how, you know, that's the best support that I could possibly ever get, is that sort of stuff from you guys. And just heard like something hit my window, okay? But yeah, that's the best type of support I can get, so I appreciate that so much, Ion. You know, it's really is, you know, it means the world. The best success for growth on YouTube, and this applies to anyone who wants to be a creator as well. Best success for growth is your fans watching the whole video and yeah, just sharing the channel around, you know, and showing it to people that might enjoy it. Don't just show it to randos and say, yeah, this is good. It should be for people who enjoy it, who would enjoy the content. Definitely I try and do a bunch of different stuff. And that is a catch by Robert Sanchez. It's going to be a goal kick. It's actually going to be the end of the first half, it looks like. Yeah, end of first half. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of a brawl coming out on the field. Your favorite type of videos are the horror videos, and that just reminds me of a great idea. Yes, I want to hear the idea. There is going to be a little bit of a debate coming on with the players going over to the referee, telling off the referee here. It's the Chelsea players asking how that is not a penalty. I mean, I agree. I don't get how that was not a penalty for Chelsea there. Should have been so, but Flamengo need to see a spark of hope, really, to get back into this half. They're lucky that the referee didn't give a penalty. 1-0 down. They need to, you know, really make an attacking change. Possibly, you know, we could see the likes of, if we go look on the subs bench here, we got the likes of Michael on the bench. We got Pedro. Pedro's very good. I heard from a fan of Flamengo, they're their favourite player. We also got Juninho, Everton. All those guys could come on. There's also Bruno, Enrique. Can I do a stream reacting to paranormal ghost videos? Okay, I'll try. Again, I have to be careful what content I show on YouTube because, yeah, you know, I played on one of my YouTube football streams for this College World Cup. I played Hall of Fame non-copyright edition at the very end as a song just to close out the video. And they actually copyright strike the video, so I had to go and edit the sound out so it didn't copyright. So, yeah, YouTube on the case of smaller creators. That is how it is, but, yeah, the bigger you get, the less you have to worry about that sort of stuff. I mean, that's how Speed gets to react to anything he wants now, and there's no problems, of course. You're afraid of paranormal activities? They're all fake, okay, guys? There's no real paranormal activities to it. That's it. Just react. It could be a short 20-minute video, okay? I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll give credit as well to each video. Then maybe that'll make it a little bit better too. But yeah, we'll see. We can even do it without sound, so it doesn't really detect it. But yeah, no real paranormal activities, just people messing around, being goofy, and edited videos. That's all it really is. It is halftime here, guys, and still no signs of the other game being re-enabled. So I will keep you tuned in for when the Benfica-Auckland game comes back. As of now, though, I'm going to just have a quick halftime break, and I'll see you guys in the next half. Make sure to, you know, vote up your team if you haven't already. Otherwise, yeah. W first half for Flamengo-Chelsea, and hopefully both games will continue at the same time for this next half here. Because it still says second half delayed for Benfica-Auckland, unfortunately. And yes, okay, just making sure that there was no extra, like, you know, delays there. Largest delays so far, yeah, by far. This is like a 2-hour delay almost. The next match is at 1 a.m. It's Esperance versus LAFC. So LAFC could get their first W there. Or Esperance there first. I don't think Esperance won their game, right? Let me see. Yeah, they lost 2-0 to Flamengo. So this could be Esperance's first W against LAFC. We'll have to see. But I'll be right back, guys, for halftime. Just taking a break. See you. Dynamites. No, I don't think he's going to be there. No, unfortunately. I think he'll be here for tomorrow's 10 p.m. match, Inter versus Red Diamonds, possibly, but or 7 p.m. Dortmund versus Sundowns. I'll have to really see. But he'll for sure be there for the 10 p.m. Real Madrid versus Pachuca. I don't know if he'll be there for Salzburg versus Halal, though. Oh, yeah, the delayed sign. I guess you know what I can do? I can go like... Benfica versus Auckland delayed. Sorry, I spelled Auckland wrong. Yeah, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys. It won't be too long. Bye, Lena. Bye, guys. 5 minutes. Okay, guys, we are back, and there is an update to Benfica versus Auckland. It is restarting. Benfica versus Auckland restarting finally. That is the goofiest, longest delay for unnecessary reasons. There was no storm cloud for about 40 minutes there, so again, it was so unnecessary. But yeah, there is a restart to the Benfica-Auckland match. The fans are coming out of the stadium here to come sit on the stands. The players are coming out. So Benfica-Auckland is restarting. It is restarting, guys. Let's go and hide that now because it is going to restart. And both matches will be restarting around the same time here. Benfica-Auckland may be delayed slightly by another 10 minutes just for a warm-up. That's what I can think, possibly. But otherwise, yeah, this is going to be, so far, just Fluminense versus Chelsea immediately for this game, you know. And sorry, Ion, for leaving so long. I did have to leave, though. I had some other things to do just in the halftime, you know. Otherwise, I'll be sitting on the computer for nearly my entire time, which is extremely unhealthy. I do not recommend doing that, guys. And your top 3 countries for food are Turkey, Italy, France. What are mine? Italy, Mexico. France is a top 3 for you? Italy, Mexico, India. They're the top 3 for me. They're the top 3 for me in terms of food. I love all 3 countries' food. I can probably name more. I mean, are burgers even American? I don't know. If burgers are American would probably be like in the top 5 just because of the burgers alone. And yes, the second half will be restarted at in about here 15 minutes for Benfica Auckland. It is due to a warm-up. Restarts 15:20 local. There you go. Restarts 15:20 local time. I'm surprised you put France in top 3. Wow, that's actually a surprising one. But yeah, 15:20 local for Benfica versus Auckland. Local, of course, that is for USA. And Chelsea Flamengo is going to restart now anyway, which is great. France is just there for pastries. Oh, I see. Okay, hi Elena, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Everyone voted up Chelsea as well in the chat there, which we love to see. Chelsea fans supporting their team. But yes, both games will be restarting at some point. This Chelsea Flamengo game will restart now in 2 minutes. Just the players are coming out now. You'll need in 1 minute. Yes, definitely, Elena. Get some sleep for sure so you can be nice and healthy for the next day. Hope you have a nice sleep as well. And Turkey has to be in the top 3. Like, be honest, like the shawarmas itself is a delicacy. Yeah, I mean, though, to be honest, Saudi shawarmas are good. They might be better than Turkish shawarmas. I don't know. That's just maybe a biased pick because I live in Saudi. I love kabza, shawarmas. There's actually a couple of Saudi dishes which are like S tier, honestly. But yeah, for me, top 3 has to be Italian, Mexican, Indian, just in any interchangeable order, really, just depending on the day. Of course, though, I have a huge biasm for pizza. Pizza is my favorite food of all time, by far. I could eat pizza any day, every day, anytime, every time. They're huge and singable. They're delicious. Yes, they are very good. But, you know, it really just depends what you like. Either Turkish shawarmas or Saudi shawarmas. Regardless, the second half has started here for Chelsea versus Flamengo. And we are already 7 seconds in. Yeah, I'm actually 1 second ahead of the official clock there. There we go. We're equal. And this is going to be Flamengo with the ball. Sorry, I was just playing with Vinny there. I'll put him down. There you go, Vinicius. Now is going to be Flamengo free kick. Just taken quickly there in the defensive half. Played back to Rossi. Rossi now on the right side here for him is going to be Franca. Franca just playing it down through there to Polga. Polga with the ball now, just being pressed by Reece James. And there's a ball nice and found to Gerson. Now Gerson trying to find Polga, and that's going to be a Chelsea mop-up there. Brilliant and easy for them. So now Chelsea playing at the back. It's going to be with the ball. Caicedo just playing back to Sanchez. And Colwill on his right. Actually, looks like, yeah, there's no changes yet for Chelsea between the halves. It doesn't look like any substitutions have been made. No. Still the same lineups for both teams. Neymar, Timer, Skibidi Palmed, Waka Waka, Waka, what? What the heck? Okay, and also, guys, I'll put this in the chat. Time to vote for player of the match. Here's the site to vote. play.fifa.com/Potham. Just copy and paste this site into your browser, and you can go vote on player of the match. There it is, play.fifa.com/Potham. Vote for your player of the match. Let's try and actually get our gang to vote for the proper player, the deserving player of the match, not just the most famous player on the field, the deserving player, which at the moment is going to look like Neto. But here we go. This is a Chelsea long ball, just intercepted nicely by Flamengo. Now back to Caicedo here. Caicedo over the side. It is now with Gusto. Gusto back to Chalobah. Now it's Colwill. Colwill over to Cucurella. And this is going to be back to Cucurella. Now back to Colwill. Chalobah. Now to, it's going to be Gusto. Chalobah. Sanchez. Colwill. Now to Caicedo. Nice one-touch trying to find Cole Palmer. That was not a good one-touch by Caicedo. Now looking back at it. But he does win back possession. Reece James. Reece James. Still with it. And he actually goes and finds Cole Palmer there. And that is going to be a free kick for Flamengo. And now this is a quick little play for here by Liam Delap. Tries to cross it in and find Cole Palmer. Doesn't do so. And it's going to be cleaned up nice and easily by Danilo. And now this is back with Jorginho. Long ball out to Jorginho. And that looks like it's going to go straight out if... Yeah, it's still in. Wow, I'm actually surprised. Franca kept that one nicely in. And, yeah, just gets touched out there by Wesley Franca. Just on the second attempt. He does keep it in, and then it goes out. This is going to be Cucurella taking the throw-in. Cucurella. Passing to Caicedo. Now over the back here to Colwill. Now this is with Gusto. Now to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer finding Gusto. Trying to find Delap there. And that is a free kick for Chelsea. Gusto just fouled. Easy free kick. A ball literally flew past the camera. I know. Bro, there's so many like balloons and balls being thrown around this place. It's actually crazy. Mad. Mad how many there are. And it looks like Reece James will be taking this one. Either Reece James or Enzo. It looks like between them, I do think it's Reece James going to be taking. Definitely too far for Chelsea to think about it. You know, quite possibly. Here's Reece James. And that just misses Cucurella's head. What a touch there by Reece James, though. That cross was going in. Someone should have got the end of that. That is not Reece James' bad cross. That is a Chelsea player's bad movement there, because that one should have been a header straight into the goal. That was a simple little one there. And, yeah, it's just not good enough from the Chelsea runners running in for that free kick there, to be honest. And there is a play on for play after it seems like Polga just falls down. This is going to be Caicedo. back to Chalobah. Now Sanchez. Passing through. Sanchez just passes nicely to Reece James. Passes to Chalobah. Now Colwill. Now to Cucurella. And Cucurella just wins a nothing because he kicks it straight out for a corner. Definitely poor from Cucurella there. Something you don't want to see. Something you do not want to see from your left back, just kicking the ball out for a corner for no reason. But he does do it. And it's going to be a Flamengo corner. And looks like the referee is just telling the Chelsea players to back off here in the corner because they are getting a little bit handsy. Reece James getting handsy with number 13 for Flamengo, Danilo. They do have a little bit of a laugh off and they touch each other. And it's going to be a goal kick for Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez will be pleased that that corner was very ineffective by Flamengo. Chelsea do need another one, I feel, in this game to really secure, you know, the lead here, because a 1-0 lead isn't going to be enough, especially against Flamengo and their attacking chances. They've had insane attacking chances, so this is not going to be enough for them. The Benfica-Auckland match starts again in about, let's see, about 3 minutes until Benfica-Auckland, and we will be back live then for Benfica Auckland. This is going to be a nice chance. Here's a good chance for Chelsea. This is now Gusto on the side. Gusto cross coming in just too high for Liam Delap there. Enzo's going to take care of this one. And let's see, Enzo getting ready for a cross, trying to meet Delap, and that is going straight into the palms of Rossi. Yes, L fans are throwing balloons and balls onto the field, but, you know, they're trying to get the distraction off there. Let's keep going here. This is a chance for Flamengo. Just a nice little breakaway here. Gerson takes the shot. What is that? And there's a goal. No, it just goes wide. It looked like a goal from my angle. But that is not a goal. Yeah, I know. How did he miss that? I thought it was a goal at first. That is a brilliant play by Gerson there. How did Gerson miss the initial shot? I have no idea. And then the tap in there. What was that? I don't actually think Gerson was shooting. I think he was... Yeah. Gerson was not shooting. He was actually passing. Gerson should have took the shot himself. What was he doing there? He should have took the shot. Why were you going to pass that one in? And then, what a poor play from Plata. He should have finished that. Plata, that is bad from him. And now back live, we have the other match. Coming back from the shadows, Benfica Auckland is going to be starting again. Side netting, yeah, and it looks like that Robert Sanchez is a little bit injured here. He's going to be checked. It is the side netting. I have no idea how, though, Plata missed that, and I don't know why Gerson didn't shoot himself. He did just chip it over to try and get the pass off, but he should have got the shot. It was clearly could have been a goal if he had actually fired that on target instead of chipping it for a, pass. Not good play by Flamengo. They needed to do a little bit better there. And here are some substitutions being made for Auckland City and Benfica. We're about to see what they are. Substitutions that are going to be made here. There's just a team talk for each team. The coaches are having a team talk here on the field because the match is about to restart. There's also a substitution being made for Fluminense. Sorry, not Fluminense. Flamengo, sorry. Again, muddled up. Stop muddling up teams, Dino. Flamengo coming on is going to be Enrique, which I did suggest as a good substitution. And it's going to be Enrique coming on for number 10, De Arrasqueta, who didn't really have a big impact today. He did have a big one last game, but this game, yeah, not as much. There's actually going to be a couple of subs coming on for Benfica and Auckland, which we are about to announce here. It looks like that Fernandez for Benfica will be coming off, and on will be coming Dahl. He'll be playing. He did start the previous game, and he'll be coming back on for Benfica this game. I do think Dahl had quality in the last one. We saw a lot of good play from him. But the player to watch for that Benfica-Auckland game is going to be Prestiani in this second half. Now, with the ball here, it is Chelsea. Robert Sanchez. I will be narrating both games, guys, and this is how it will be as well for the upcoming matches. Here's a chance. It's going to be an own goal. Oh, no, it just misses. Pereira, he is so lucky that it just missed. I don't know if Delap actually hit that, or was that an own goal little chip there? Let's see if Delap actually chests this. I know, Auckland 1 goal for New Zealand would be great. I think Delap chests this one and it just misses. No, it was almost an own goal by Pereira. Holy, he's so lucky that one didn't go in there because that was going to be an own goal. And this is now a chance for Chelsea on this little play. There's a cross coming into the far post, and that is going to be caught nicely by Rossi. And the second half for Benfica Auckland is going to start now. It started here, and Auckland taking the kickoff, passing all the way back to the goalkeeper, of course, who was Garrow, the highest-rated player for Auckland. One of the highest-rated players on the field as well, besides, of course, Prestiani and Di Maria. And this is going to be now... this is going to be Flamengo with the ball. I'll only say big attacks for both teams, okay? So I'll keep commentating on Chelsea-Flamengo since this is its live stream. And then big attacks for Auckland and Benfica, I will announce those, of course. Because at the moment, and then whenever there's breaks in play for both games, I'll switch to the other one. Because at the moment here, there's a break in play, and it looks like Auckland are just trying to get the ball out away from Benfica, and it goes to a goal kick for Gerson to take. He's going to, Garrow to take. He's going to be very pleased about that one. Di Maria just missing a very simple shot. Now this is going to be Robert Sanchez taking for Chelsea his goal kick. Just going to go Chalobah on the right side there. Robert Sanchez coming actually pretty deep out. Passes to Cucurella. Is brutal. There is not a single fan left in the stand. Yeah, there's barely any. Just Benfica fans. No Auckland fans, really. There's probably like 3 of them I can spot. Caicedo trying to do a loose pass there to Enzo, and that's not great from him. Cucurella actually nice and tidying up that one. Passes back. And this is going to be Flamengo now retaining possession. However, Liam Delap wins it back for Chelsea. Caicedo. Now over here's a nice little ball to the left side. Okay, no problem, Ian. There's also a free kick on the Auckland game for Auckland City at the moment. Having the free kick. This is going to be now on the Flamengo game. Just Flamengo passing around here. Both games back on, guys. So, yeah, we'll see if Auckland can score. We need to see if Flamengo can score. Both games, both 1-0ers. And Auckland crossing that in. Here's a chance just cleared away by Benfica, but Auckland do retain possession. Flamengo passing at the back here, so we'll go and talk about Auckland's game currently while there's no possession here. So Auckland do get a little bit of play here going forward. This is probably one of their first good attacking chances in the game, and this is going to be a free kick for Auckland City. A yellow card actually coming out for SL Benfica. It looks like that will be, I think that's Koku getting the yellow card. Koku. Yep, and it's just going to be a yellow on Bevan there. Yeah, it just gets kneed in the lower back area. That's not great. Chelsea win a free kick. Chalobah passing back to Sanchez. Now this is Sanchez with the ball. Just holding it. Long ball coming out by Sanchez, trying to find Cucurella, and he does not do that successfully. Now this is with Flamengo. Flamengo passing around here, trying to find an opening. This is Liam Delap, just really providing some pressure to Chelsea squad. This is what we don't really see with Nicholas Jackson. That's why Liam Delap really a better player than Nicholas Jackson in terms of all-term play. He is really deadly on both defense and attack. And here's a chance for Flamengo. There's a shot, and it's saved by Robert Sanchez. A brilliant save, guys. That is a top-class goalkeeper save. Going to be a corner for Flamengo. And it looks like it's going to be a corner as well for Auckland. Both teams with corners here. Auckland's corner. And it goes to the side netting. It's going to be a goal kick for Trubin here with Benfica. And it's going to be now Benfica playing it out from the back. Now, on Flamengo's game, there's going to be a corner here for Flamengo. Saved by Robert Sanchez was essential. Like you said, Ian, there. Insane save. And that is going to be cleared away by Chelsea. It looks like that Cole Palmer might have cleared that one away. Now it's just Flamengo trying to pass through. Trying to find a little target here. In other terms, Auckland actually have a breakaway here. It's a 1v3. It's a 1v3 now. It's a 3v3 here for Auckland City. Can they get a goal? We're about to find out. There's a play from Auckland. Just trying to find any space possible. Auckland still with the ball. And there's a goal for Flamengo. A goal for Flamengo. There's 2 games going on and 2 insane attacking opportunities. Flamengo get a goal here, guys. And it's now 1-1. And so far, the Brazilian teams aren't unbeaten. They're still all unbeaten here. I'm sorry to say, not aren't unbeaten. They are unbeaten. And this is going to be a now 1-1 game. The substitute coming on and scoring. Enrique, what did I say? He would be essential substitute there. You know, replacing De Arrascaeta, who's got no impact in the game. And then bringing on Enrique there. Really just everything you need. And see, that pass might actually be onside. Yes. Yeah, I think that's onside. Yeah, I think that is. And there is another sort of play here coming on. Gerson just kicking the ball down the field. This is now for Auckland's game. Sorry, so I say Garrison. Sorry, guys. Really hard to focus on 2 games here. But Flamengo happy that they're in the lead now. And Garro actually has given Auckland a throw in here deep into the enemy territory. He's him. Exactly. The substitute's him. Cole Palmer not happy with that one. It's almost a Flamengo home game. That's how many Flamengo fans there are in the crowd. And it's going to be a Chelsea kickoff here. It looks like Liam Delap will be taking this. 2 substitutes getting ready to come on for Chelsea. I can see Reece James coming off for sure. I can also see who's coming off here. Liam Delap coming off for Nicholas Jackson. I don't think that was the right idea. I don't think that was the right idea at all for... yeah, Chelsea's made a wrong error there. Delap should have stayed on. Reece James coming off is fine. I would have taken him off. And he is going to be replaced by what looks to be Lavia. Delap coming off was not the right idea for... Chelsea there. And the Flamengo fans going insane in the stands. Yeah, this is a home game for Flamengo. Look at how many fans there are. In fact, I'm switching. I've currently got Chelsea as the home team. Nah. That's Flamengo, the home team. That's how many fans they have. The home team from now on is whoever has more fans in the stadium in these games. And it looks like this is going to be a nice little clearance there by Chelsea, just trying to retain possession. This would be great if Chelsea really got a goal immediately after this one conceded by Flamengo. But yeah, so far still, the South American team's unbeaten in this tournament. And now it's Flamengo going on again. Here's a chance. Inside the box, can Cucurella defend that? And it's going to be a corner for Flamengo. Flamengo have become alive. Look at the fans in the crowd. All of them jumping up and down and spinning, you know, the Flamengo shirts, the Flamengo banners. And there is a goal for Benfica. They've scored. It's 2-0. Paveldas has scored here just past Auckland's keeper and player. That is not good from Auckland, their defence. They really let that one go loose there. Just Boxall not defending well at all. Garro not the right side. And Paveldas has redeemed himself here with the miss from earlier, the 2 tap-ins he missed. And Flamengo have scored. Flamengo have scored. What is happening? There's so many goals happening at the moment. Flamengo have scored. It's now 2-1. Chelsea are losing it. What has happened? What has happened here? Another goal. Flamengo have scored. So not only has Benfica scored to make it 2-0, Flamengo has now made it 2-1. And they're in the lead. Robert Sanchez does not look happy. And it's the same. It's going to be here. Who has scored for them? It's Danilo, I think, who scored. Yeah, Danilo has scored for this one. It's from the corner Brilliant goal coming in there. Just no defense on Danilo. Just none. The initial header there by Plata, no defense first of all. And then Danilo, he just runs through and easily taps it in. Robert Sanchez should have dove there. That is not good. Yeah, there was a balloon in the net. I don't think that counts for anything, though. I mean, the balloon would just get shoved immediately out of the way as soon as the ball went in. But still, it's going to be a goal for Flamengo. And I can't believe it. The Brazilian teams are insane. They're actually insane. All the Brazilian teams going to the round of 16 at the moment. Fluminense need to be next. Come on, Fluminense. Lock in and win. Then you can go to the round 16 with your Brazilian brothers. Oh, Bruno Henrique. Oh, Bruno Henrique. Let's go. W's Bruno Henrique. And then also, of course, Plata, the assist there for Danilo, the right centre-back for Flamengo scoring the goal. Goal, goal, goal. Chelsea not strong enough, I know. The Brazilian team's too strong for this tournament. The Brazilian teams are good. There's goals in both games here. Now Benfica 2-0, the game's back on. And 2-1 Flamengo, Chelsea. This is now Chelsea. I do say, though, Chelsea made a huge error subbing off Liam Delap. That is a very big error from them. They should not have done that. Nicholas Jackson, I know he shows some quality, but Delap is just better in every aspect. He is a better player by far, and I did not expect Chelsea to really make such a... There's a direct red card! Nicholas Jackson is redded! And that's what I'm saying. What a poor substitution from Chelsea. Bringing on Nicholas Jackson, and he's got a red card with about 5 minutes of game time here. And I don't even think the European teams are going to reach the semis. No, I think this is going to be an all-Brazilian derby in the semis for this tourney. Maybe only really Real Madrid and Al Hilal can now get up into the semis here. The Chelsea players surrounding the referee, they think that this one is a complete falsehood that he's given a red card here for Nicholas Jackson. We saw Anthony Taylor go ahead and give a red for no reason. And now this could be very bad for Chelsea because they're going to be without a striker and a player. Nicholas Jackson, red, is going to be sent off here. No check from the referee. I don't know if they're going to pen the VAR check now, but at the moment, it looks like no check. Let's see what he really did here to deserve this red card. Yeah, the red card. That is a red card. Maybe one from out... Nah, I don't even say one from outside Europe. No, that is too generous to European teams. Brazilian teams all the way are going in this one. They are extremely strong. We can see it here. Botafogo with PSG. We saw it with Flamengo now against Chelsea, embarrassing them. Fluminense is probably the weakest. Sorry, maybe Palmeiras is the weakest of the Brazilian teams. They did win against Al-Ahly, but I feel like they haven't been performing. They should have really won against Porto because Porto have been insanely bad. But yeah, Fluminense maybe redeeming, you know. Tell the 4 teams in the semis. So for my predictions, I'll give a biased prediction, unbiased prediction. So for the semis, of course, we have... I actually wrote down originally my semis predictions, but they're all wrong now. I'll go pull out them. I did write down everything here. So Nicholas Jackson sent off there. Here is my predictions originally. So I have for Group A, winner Porto, second Al-Ahly, 3 Palmeiras, 4 Inter. Completely false, by the way. The first is definitely now going to be, for me, Palmeiras, second Inter Miami, third Al-Ahly, and fourth Porto. Porto going out. I mean, it's on my notebook here. It's all written down there. There is proof. So it's also on here too. So there is proof. Then I had for Group B in the group stage. Here, I'll just read out who I had really for the round of 16. So I had River Plate Dortmund, Man City Al Hilal, Porto Atleti, which is false now. It's going to be definitely, it's going to be for sure, I'm gonna read out the 4 teams. I'm just showing the round of 16, then the quarters, and then the semis, okay? It'll make sense. So round of 16, River Plate Dortmund. I'm still kind of confident that Dortmund will get through. City Halal for that one. I don't think Porto anymore. I think Inter Miami, Atleti, Bayern, Flamengo. I said PSG, Al-Ahly, that's false. It's going to be Palmeiras. PSG, Palmeiras. Chelsea, Benfica, Real Madrid, Juventus, And Sundowns Monterrey. Watch out for Boca if you're a Bayern. Yeah, I know. Bayern better watch out. The South American teams annihilating the European ones. Though, again, I'm going to say this here. I think Bayern are going to be the biggest dominant against the South American teams. They are just ripping apart teams. I know they did Auckland like dirty, but they seem to be like the ones that are going to rip apart these South American teams. I don't know. Triple substitution, by the way, for Auckland City in the Benfica game. But here we go. So for the quarters, I said River Plate, Man City versus Al Hilal. I actually say Hilal might get through just because of Man City's form. This is a bit of a biased pick, okay, guys? Just because I enjoy SPL football. And even that's as far as I say Hilal will go around. I say quarters. River Plate, Al Hilal, Atleti versus Inter Miami. Atleti get through Inter Miami. There's no way Inter Miami will win against Atleti. Bayern Flamengo. Bayern, I think, again, will get through them. I do think so. Hilal Bayern will get through. So that's going to be the first finalist. So there's quarters for me on this side. So a biased pick is going to be Hilal Bayern for the quarters as the bias. Sorry, semis as the biased pick. Sorry. But the non-biased pick, if I had to choose, would be River Plate Bayern for the semis, okay? For the now other side of the brackets, we have PSG Ali. I don't think that's it anymore. It's PSG Palmeiras, and it's going to be PSG going through against Palmeiras. They had an off game against Botafogo just because, again, the underestimation, not playing the whole A team. They should have done it, but yeah, they're pretty stupid by not doing that, PSG. Chelsea Benfica. I actually had Chelsea going through in the first pole position for this branch, but it seems like that's not going to be the case. But still, I think Chelsea will beat Benfica easily. PSG Chelsea, PSG will beat Chelsea. Real Madrid Juventus, Real Madrid getting through Juventus. Sundowns Monterrey, if Real Madrid can stay on form. That's a bit of a biased pick again, because Real Madrid at the moment, they need a lock-in, honestly. Sundowns Monterrey, the dark horses. Monterrey get through Sundowns. Real Madrid Monterrey, and Real Madrid get through Monterrey against Ramos. And then I had PSG, Real Madrid, the other semis bracket. So PSG, Real Madrid, River Plate, Bayern. But again, switching this up really, because of this scoreline change, Flamengo would really technically be versing Benfica, and Chelsea would be versing Bayern. So that means that it would technically now be, for me, in the semis really, you could have River Plate, Bayern. Definitely Flamengo versus PSG. Flamengo could win this because of how good they look. And then you could say Flamengo, Real Madrid. I don't know. It's really up to you guys. Most European, but I mean, that I have to change this because this was done at the start of the tourney, okay, guys? This was done at the very start, before any games. So, yeah, it is a bit biased. A little bit biased to the teams I like, but yeah. The referee is going bonanzas with both of these games. This referee on the Auckland game also giving a ton of cards. Here's a shot by Benfica, and that's a goal for Benfica. It's 3-0. What the heck was that defense by Auckland? If you're watching the Auckland game, you would see that is abysmal goalkeeping there. It's over for Auckland there. Benfica definitely benefited from that large break. Yeah, 2 or 3 European. Definitely, I don't think all South American. That's not what I think. I think 2 definitely will be European, most likely. We'll see, Real Madrid, PSG. I think PSG just had a fault game against Botta, but I don't see them not getting through. Yeah, realistically, I think for my semis picks now, I would say Real Madrid. Again, a little bit biased. I'll do a biased and realistic. Real Madrid, PSG, River Plate, I think can get through that whole bracket because they look really good with Acuna. Though Flamengo is looking insane. Botta's looking insane. I actually might even go and say far enough that Botafogo qualify over Atleti. And it will be, of course, Bayern versus Botafogo in the quarterfinals. Yeah, we don't look exactly. We don't look at the team squads. Because, it doesn't matter how good the squad is, they can play poorly. For example, Benfica, in this game for the first half, Atleti against Seattle was so bad. I'm not joking. Even though that scoreline 3-1, they were bad. Atleti did not deserve the win, even though, again, 3-1. But 2 goals from a set piece. 1 goal was really accidentally kicked in. Seattle got about 4 chances where it hit the post, I think, or it was saved like from a rebound. It was like really close. There was also 2 offside goals for Seattle. But yeah, that was very, very close game. In the end, yeah, Atleti did perform, with the luck on their hand. But yeah, they've been, even lucky to get this far. Botta will definitely knock them out of the group stage here. And there's a shot by Gerson. Brilliant from the Flamengo player. If everything will go well, they score at least 3 tonight against Boca. Bayern, yeah, I do think Bayern, are going to be... Bayern, for me, ones to watch for the European teams in terms of performance. The rest of the teams, I don't think, are doing scratch against these South American teams at the moment. Bayern are looking like the team that can take these ones down. I can actually see Bayern winning the tournament with Thomas Müller. Botafogo is lucky. PSG underestimate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, definitely. I think Botafogo were lucky in terms of PSG underestimating. That's why we saw 5 substitutions in the second half, right at the start. And of course, it was the whole first team coming on. PSG were underestimating, and then they didn't create chances because it was too late. Botta were going to play park the bus / counter attacks, which is what they're very good at. It's not even there just changing it because PSG is strong. That's actually their play style with counter attack based football. PSG couldn't handle that. And yeah, they deserved a loss there from PSG. They were not dominant at all in that one. But yeah, I do think the dark horse, though, is starting to shape up to be... If we see Monterrey perform, I do think Monterrey might be the dark horse of this tournament, though. Just getting into the semis, I do think, or the quarters. Far enough as the quarters, actually, not the semis. Because they're looking good with Sergio Ramos. They're looking very good. I wouldn't even say the Brazilian teams are dark horses. I feel like that they're... the Brazilian teams, I'm not even going to consider them dark horses anymore because they're not... I think it was just really a bit of European bias to for most fans to say the European teams easily beat them, and then, we've got this stuff happening. If anything, you could argue, Monterrey dark horse just because of the fact that their squad value, their squad depth isn't as great as any other team, but they performed against Inter. And also as well, of course, we got the likes of... I feel like that maybe you could even say Salzburg, if they do qualify for round of 16. I don't think they will. But if they do, that's a dark horse there. Because Salzburg, no one will expect them to do that. And here's a chance for Chelsea. Come on, can Chelsea make this 2-2? Again, if this is a draw, still unbeaten for all South American teams. Which is going to be crazy, guys. Crazy that no South American team has been beaten as of yet. This is going to be a free kick for Chelsea. Enzo just getting that one. But yeah, I agree with you guys, what you're saying in the chat. Still 9 votes, 100% win for Chelsea, which I'm surprised by. No one's changing their votes to Flamengo. Come on, Flamengo fans, I know you're there. Support up your team, One good player. Always lift the spirits of a team. Ramos is a character who played with Ronaldo. Yes, Ramos definitely the character who really brings Monterrey out the best of them. And that's why I saw... when he scored that goal, their whole team spirit lifted. They wanted to win. They wanted to draw at minimum, but win was also on the table for them. And Ramos really, made them play so well. And that's why, I agree with you there. Ramos, the type of character like Ronaldo to lift the team spirit. It's like with the Nations League, Ronaldo, once Cancelo left the Nations League, once the old coach, Ronaldo now, everyone playing for the team, everyone playing for the badge of Portugal. And Ronaldo lifting the team spirits with Roberto Martinez. Both brilliant characters in doing that. And that's what Ramos does effectively. And, yeah, there is going to be a free kick here for Chelsea. End of day, top 4 European teams will win against rest of world. Again, if they don't underestimate. Because PSG bottled by underestimating. They did not play well, PSG, through... their underestimation. There's also the likes of, I don't think you can count out Al Hilal as well, just because Al Hilal is exceptionally well, beating probably the most stacked squad, Real Madrid, but not in terms of quality, because they're not being great so far. That's a close header by Enzo, by the way. Very close by him. That's almost the equalizer there. Players from rest of the world staying in European teams. You know, though, yeah, definitely Al Hilal I wouldn't count out. I do think they could even be sort of considered a little bit of a dark horse just by the fact that SPL sort of underrated by a lot of people. But Al Hilal, you know, drawing with Real Madrid, playing, you know, very good tiki-taka. You got actual good Saudi players on Al Hilal. You've got most of the Saudi national team is actually on Al Hilal's team. That's why Saudi, of course, is out of the Gold Cup now, because they're playing mostly Al Nassr players, which Al Nassr doesn't really have good quality Saudi players. They've got like some, of course, Nawaf Al-Akidi is the Saudi goalkeeper from Al Nassr, but he is actually being considered to join European clubs. He's going to be one of the first Saudi goalkeepers to join a European club. The first Saudi goalkeeper, if he does accept, of course. He is exceptionally well. You should watch highlights of Nawaf Al-Akidi. He is insane. Insanely good, that guy. Like, I'm not even joking. He could easily start over, you know, Bento, current Brazilian national goalkeeper. Sabian Madueke was a very Sigma choice. Yeah, Madueke coming on this late as well. I would have brought him on instead of Nicholas Jackson. Bring Madueke on, maybe subbed off Neto. I know he did score, but sub him off just for a pair of fresh legs, you know. Bring on, keep on Liam Delap. Bring on Madueke on the left side. And, yeah, then we wouldn't have this stupid red card issue for Chelsea where, yeah, they're now down a player. Inzaghi is a 90% of success. 10% Zabi looks weak. And, yeah, I think maybe he's a bit stressed that his team is not working together. That's what I think. And there's a goal for Flamengo. It's 3-1. It's over. Chelsea are done. They're finished. Chelsea are finished. And it's, yeah, it's all over. Flamengo are basically playing a home ground game here. Chelsea are out of this basically now. If we have a look at the group as well, let's take a look at the group here. So in this group, we got Bayern, which could... sorry, wait, this is not the correct group. Let me go to this group here. So the other teams in this group are Los Angeles and Esperance. And now, if... Yeah, Yoga Bonito here. Now, if Los Angeles FC manage to win against Esperance by at least 3 goals, at least 3 goals they managed to win against Esperance, then they could qualify. They could qualify because they're going to move into second position. Madueke, I read about him. European clubs fighting for him. Yes, Madueke is very good. Barca were considering him at one point. This might be offside. I don't know if that touch was offside initially. No, it's not. Okay, it is onside. Just kept on by Colwell, it looks like. Colwell just keeping onside. But yeah, Madueke too late brought on. Should have been brought on halftime instead. Nicholas Jackson. He is Nicholas Jackson, not a great substitution there. Enzo Maresca not doing well in terms of, you know, utilising Chelsea's players effectively. Liam Delap should have stayed on. Yeah, but here we go again. Flamengo. Brilliant substitutes. They're doing South America proud. Now South America continues to be unbeaten. And now all hopes lie on Bayern for beating the first South American team in this tournament. Enough. They won what Conference League for 3 division clubs from Europe. You know, of course, Chelsea definitely they should have really, based on squad value, you know, squad signings, they should have been getting this. And I think it's all up to the coach. Just again, poor subs made. They do have a red card, of course, which is going to hinder progress. Bruno Enrique. Wait, who was the guy who scored, by the way? I didn't get to see that. It was Jan. Is Jan a substitute? Jan is a substitute who scored. Again, this shows coach quality. Philippe Luis is going to be happy with this quality that he's brought into the substitutions there. He's got two substitutes. Bruno Enrique assist and goal after being subbed on, and Jan with a goal. Now, hopefully you guys voted in the FIFA Player of the Match. I would be voting really Enrique here for a goal and assist. Also, you could vote Plata with an 8.6 rating, 2 assists, played the whole game. Yeah, I know. Good for Real that they're not facing any hard Brazilian teams because, yeah, at the moment, Zabi needs more time with the team. I think Salzburg and Pachuca will be a good chance for Xabi to test out some stuff because, of course, they're going to be weaker than these Brazilian teams. But yeah, referee going crazy here, this ref, Ivan Arquides Barton Cisneros. He is going insane. He didn't even check the red card before, might I say. Oh, Philip Luis. There, that's all I'm doing. Premier League rules maybe a bit. If there's a chance for Chelsea, just over. Madueke, not good. Not good free kick. Should have been a bit lower there. I actually think there should have been a playthrough rather than actually a shot on goal, to be honest. Maybe because, see, they're expecting a shot on goal, but if you play this through instead, maybe ground pass to Cucurella, nice one-touch back to Madueke, and then there's sort of an opening up in the wall because the wall's not going to expect it. You just do a quick 1-2 and then shoot through and it's a goal. Chelsea fans, very disappointed in the crowd, but, you know, Flamengo outnumbering them. Nearly the entire crowd is Flamengo fans. And this shows just, you know, 54,000 fans there, and I guess like 40,000 of them are Flamengo fans. There's barely any Chelsea fans. Actually, you can even say 50,000 are Flamengo and 4,000 are Chelsea. Yeah, Real Madrid will face City or Juventus, no doubt. Casablanca and Al-Ain are not qualifying, yeah. So, Real Madrid, I hope they verse Juve, to be honest, because Real Madrid have this thing against City, where, for some reason, whenever we play City, we go and let them score a lot, and then we have to always do a comeback. But there's no comebacks. I don't think there's 2 sides in the round of 16, right, guys? There's only 1 fixture for each. Yeah, there's only 1 fixture for each round of 16. There's no double back-to-back fixtures. So, yeah, no other halves, no aggregates. So, yeah, we really need to, Real Madrid, get Juventus because City is going to score a lot against us, especially with Omar Marmoush now, Haaland, Cherki. Yes, definitely watch the highlights because this is a fire match. 3-1, 4 goals so far. There could be another here for Chelsea because Chelsea are on the attack now, most likely. Could possibly get a goal here. This is an insane match, guys. Smash like for this insane match. And still, no one's voted Flamengo for a win here. I don't know what you guys are doing. Vote up Flamengo, guys. There's no doubt they're going to win this. There's literally no chance in Chelsea winning now. The draw is all they can pray for. Yeah, definitely Juve is unlikely for Real, and that is going to be off the line clearance by Auckland City goalkeeper there, just for the Benfica versus Auckland game. I didn't even realise it's 4-0, by the way. So distracted by this game that Benfica's actually scored 4. I think it just happened before, like 2 minutes ago, so, yeah. So, in the end, Auckland did fumble. Let's have a look here at their goal. Yeah, it was an onside goal there. Nice little play through, and yeah, Benfica scored. Chelsea get another free kick. Smash like for goals, guys. There are so many in this tourney. It's honestly insane how many there are. But yeah, as it stands really, if I were to see who would go through first of all to first and second in Group H, Real Madrid definitely will. They're versing Pachuca, Halal Salzburg. Madrid will probably go first based on goal difference, and Halal will go second based on just, you know, winning. But yeah, I think Halal, most likely they're going to be versing, it looks like City. There's another goal for Benfica. It's 5-0. And is that a goal for Chelsea? I don't even know. I just saw the Benfica goal, 5-0, by the way. Let's have a look at the free kick by Neto. And that looks like it should be a handball call. But there is going to be a corner. Both games getting close to the end here. 10 minutes left for Benfica before the extra time begins. And only 1 minute less from Chelsea. Sorry, less than a minute for a extra time call. Probably going to be, 7 minutes additional because there are so many stops there. And there is a little catch from Rossi. He's just going to hold up play here. No need to really rush. And yeah, again, Auckland are just being embarrassed. Auckland, I think they played good in the first part. I think the penalty was really their downfall. And the match suspension. I think with our match suspension, they really would have been better. Because their players are going to get tired quicker than, of course, the Benfica players. But if they're playing like the same amount of time, Benfica players having less rest, obviously they're more adapted to, you know, quickly recovering. Whereas Auckland players, longer recovery rate, which equals, you know, they're going to be tighter quicker. And this is another chance here for Chelsea. There's a defensive throw-in Cucurella's going to take, unless this is going to be given to... Here's a substitution, actually. That's why it stopped. Substitution. So the former Al Hilal player, Michael, will be coming on. There's actually a yellow card here. Again, this referee giving more yellows. Yellow card for time wasting here. So Luis Orojo and Plata are going to be coming off. Plata probably going to win player of the match here for his playmaking. Or Luis Enrique. Or what's that guy's name? Sorry, not on. It's like something Enrique. My bad if I said his name wrong. It's Bruno Enrique. Bruno Fernandes mixed with another Enrique. And former Al Hilal player Michael coming on, and another player here, Pedro, coming on in the attack, who is supposed to be really good for Flamengo. He's meant to be one of their best players. So it's pretty crazy. Their best player isn't even on right now, and it's his birthday today too. Pedro's birthday today, guys. Happy birthday. He's win 3-1 against Chelsea, and he's just come on. His birthday, 20th of June. And here's a chance for Chelsea, and this might be a penalty. No penalty given. And this is also for Benfica trying to get a chance there. Just cleared away. And this game is going really crazy between both of them, honestly. Just a lot of random stuff going on here. Nicholas Jackson got a 4.7 rating, by the way, guys. One of the lowest ratings in a game for a player that was on for about 3 minutes. Yeah, that's not a foul. That's just a dive completely for no reason. Oh, he is stood on a little bit there. Stood on a little bit. I don't know why the referee didn't check. Again, this guy not really using VAR. That's why I don't really get with this guy. Another yellow card as well for Plata. I think that was for time wasting. Yeah, Pierluigi Collina, one of the best referees, you know. But this referee just not even checking VAR. Come on, it's there for a reason to check. So, like, in defense of Chelsea, that should have really been a free kick outside the box, not a play on. And Bruno Enrique has been voted player of the match for this game. Superior player of the match. W's to everyone who did vote him up. But yeah, W's to everyone. This is Bruno Enrique's game, really. He got a goal and assist as a substitute, you know, coming on, changing the whole game. Referee, yeah, not good this match. He's definitely just a bit... he's kind of like Anthony Taylor, you know, the previous match, wants to be the star of the show. And that's going to be another card, is it? It's going to be a free kick to Chelsea. No way he gives another card. I already sang it. Okay, I'll sing it again. I don't want to embarrass myself too much. Oh, Bruno Enrique. Now all of you sing it. Okay. Maybe it's because of the dyed hair. You know, I got the Yamal frosted tips, the Neymar frosted tips from before. Not Yamal's current cut, but his OG one back in the 23-4 season. So yeah, W frosted tips, giving the Brazilian luck. Maybe that's what it all is. And now this is a good play. Neto here. Just a wild shot there. Just blocked nicely by Flamengo. And this is Flamengo. Could be getting another goal. This is going to be a free kick for Flamengo there. Just going to be played quickly. And, oh, this was almost a chance to another goal. For real, the clean cut looks better every time I look at it. 10 out of 10. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, the lighting definitely doesn't do any favors to it. But if you saw it like on a video... maybe I'll do a picture of it on the DinoDoomz clips. If you have the Insta there, and then you can see like an up close. Or I send it on the Discord too. And this is going to be now over to the side. I also put maybe on YouTube community page. Cucurella passing back here. Why are there skills coming out now? So why are we seeing skills from, you know, Chelsea trying to do that many skills, bro? It's 3-1. You've got 2 minutes left to win a game. Lock in, Chelsea. The Auckland City players definitely not looking happy, by the way, guys. They're definitely upset again that they had a 1-0. It's now turned into a 5-0. That is unfortunate for them. I definitely feel sorry for them. Nice little clean up there by Chelsea. It's going to be a throw-in for Chelsea. And that was, yeah, of course, cleaned up by Gusto. Only high-rated player on Chelsea's team is Neto with a 7.8. Sanchez actually has a 7.0, besides having a 3 goals concession. Kerr means dog in Bangla, so you're saying dog Ella. Also, who is that guy doing skills now? Is that Madueke? I think it is. Why is Madueke doing that many skills? Like, there's no time left. You got a minute to score 2 goals. I know it's not going to happen. It's full time, basically. Like, there's no chance that you score 2 goals there. And now this is... I just want Auckland to score a goal, to be honest. I just want them to score 1 goal. I'll be happy if they do. If they score 1 goal, I'll be happy. Still, no one voting for Flamengo in the vote poll there. You guys too confident in Chelsea scoring 3 goals in 30 seconds. So, don't know what you guys are voting for, but they're definitely not winning, Chelsea. There's literally 10 seconds here for Chelsea to score 3 goals. Auckland scores, I hit the sue. Yes, exactly. If Auckland scores, I sue. And this is going to be full-time in a second now. This is probably the final attack of the game. Referee's going to call it shortly. And there we go. Full-time. Flamengo keep the conditions of the game still, where South American teams have been undefeated. And finally, someone voted for Flamengo. W's to whoever voted up Flamengo. Because your team won. Definitely didn't concede 3 goals in 30 seconds. And Flamengo have beat Chelsea 3-1. It was an annihilation in the second half. And the South American teams yet to be beaten in this competition. Now all eyes will go to Bayern to see if they can get the job done. Of course, let's see what other teams versus South American clubs in this contest. So coming up, we will have, of course, this match coming up afterwards. 1 a.m. LA versus Esperance. Then we have the big game, Bayern versus Boca at 4 a.m. Sundowns versus Dortmund at 7 p.m. Sundowns, of course, the dark horse that we predict, probably could beat Dortmund if they continue their form. Inter versus Red Diamonds, I expect Inter there. Then we have at 1 a.m. the next day, Fluminense versus Olsen Hyundai. Easy W for Fluminense. River Plate Monterrey. Now, that could be a difficult one. We'll see what happens there. Juventus versus Wydad Casablanca. Of course, Juve is going through. Real versus Pachuca. Real all the way. Salzburg Halal. Al Halal going for it. Man City Al Ain. Man City, easy W there. Maybe even 10 goals against this Al Ain side. It is very poor. Atletico versus Bota. Bota are going to destroy Atleti currently with their form. And Seattle versus Paris Saint-Germain. PSG should qualify for the round of 16 through that match. So technically, if Botafogo don't mess up against Atleti, it will be Bota and PSG going through. Of course, Bota going through with first place. It will be 9 points, I think, for Botafogo. If they win, yes, I think it will be. Yeah, 9 points for Botafogo if they win. And now for round 3, of course. Round 3 will begin on June 24th. Where the times actually change. It'll be 2 matches at the same time. So there'll be 2 4 a.m. matches and then 2 10 p.m. matches. So that's when the schedule will start to change there. Of course, Inter Miami will be versing Palmeiras. So that'll be the next Brazilian matchup there. And I'm sure Palmeiras is going to keep the streak unbeaten there. Now 1 game remains. So let's go and watch up this last game, guys. Because there is still a game remaining on this for this day. Technically, it's still a day for me. Let's bring the score over. I'm going to hide the Benfica, the Chelsea Flamengo one because that is all done and dusted. Sorry, that's a wrong scoreboard. I accidentally hid that. This scoreboard there hid. Now it's Benfica, Auckland still 5-0 with a couple of moments to go. Stop bullying Auckland FC, exactly. Stop bullying Auckland, guys. And then this one can, of course, move down here. There we go. Nice and move down. Maybe just a little bit up so we can actually see the Benfica logo. There we go. Brilliant. And it is the 88th minute for Benfica versus Auckland. I don't expect much extra time, maybe 2 minutes. Of course, there was that massive break between this match ending. So, of course, that was a bit of an interruption. If you guys enjoy the content, always make sure to smash like and subscribe. If you're a public subscriber, you appear there. But otherwise, yeah, guys, I just hope you enjoy the commentary. That's the main thing for me. And this is now Benfica just toying with Auckland now. They really changed pace after that halftime, that little, 2-hour break of match. And let's actually see here currently if our boy Prestiani is going to get player of the match. No, it looks like Pavlidis is going to be voted player of the match with a 9 rating. There is also an argument for Barreiro, who has an 8.8 as a right back. El Benfica fans are booing Auckland players. I can't even hear it, so I think are they booing them? That's a bit unfunny. That is not nice. Benfica fans booing Auckland. That is not nice. Well, that match ended as well, so I'll end that poll too. Let's start a poll here for how many more goals in 4 minutes of additional? 1 goal. Wait, 0 to 1. 1 to 3. 2 to 3. 3 to 5. 4 to 5, sorry. And then a 5+ option. Okay, guys, vote up. How many more goals do you think will be before this match ends? And actually, I have no idea how Pavlidis did not get player of the match with a 9.0 rating, a goal and an assist. No, instead, Di Maria gets the player of the match, 8.4 with 1 penalty scored. I mean, I didn't really pay attention to this match, but it seems like to me, again, it's just the most popular player being voted. So Di Maria has been voted player of the match there by the fans. Again, popularity contest, though he did deserve it for the previous match. He deserved the player of the match for that one, which he did not receive. So technically, this is him getting back his player of the match award. And this is now just back to the Auckland defense. Some of you guys think there's going to be 2 to 3 more goals here in 3 minutes now of extra time. Understandable. Understandable, actually. I can understand where you're coming from there. And this is now just Benfica just passing through, and it's just taken away by Auckland. Nice little interception by them. And it's still going to be with Auckland now, who have got a little bit of a chance. They need 1 goal. They need 1 goal. Come on. 2 to 3 goals, guys, me. Of course. Of course, yes. Do you guys think Auckland will get a goal? Do you think Auckland will get a goal? If you guys think Auckland will get a goal, let me know in the chat. I don't think so. I think this is going to be a 5-0. 5-0 final score. I think that will be that. There is still 2 minutes left. Just about. A little bit of a chance here for Auckland is cleared away by the Benfica centre-back. Poor Auckland, guy. I actually feel sorry for them because of that match suspension there. I do think they could have won. Drew, if they had not the match suspension, because I feel like it was more advantageous to Benfica, if anything, than Auckland, because Auckland were holding on tightly there, just conceding a penalty, and they were looking dangerous. They were actually looking like a proper team, and then, as soon as halftime recommences, the second half recommences from that, 2-hour suspension, we saw Benfica smash them. So, definitely Benfica had a long think on the tactical analysis there for that game. There are actually some Auckland fans in the crowd there, just seeing themselves on camera, giving a little bit of a clap for their players. 5-0 and a 10-0, so 15 goals conceded. This is a minus 15 goal difference for Auckland. Never stood a chance, unfortunately. I don't think they'll score against Boca. I think Boca will score more against them, and that's going to be play on for Auckland there. Like, how was Auckland invited, not Al Nassr? But even if Al Nassr wasn't invited, how was Al Ittihad, who won the SPL 2 times in 3 years, not invited? There is a check here for a penalty for Benfica. The referee is checking with VAR. So this could be the extra goal you guys did voted for. Also, how's Napoli? Yeah, again, I'm not even going to read this all out. I've said it so many times. Yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. Not repeating myself again. Yeah, qualification criteria poor. Best teams in the world here, by the way. At least Auckland, you know, are actually giving it a go, though. In the first half, they gave it a go. Just unfortunate that they couldn't see that through. That has to be a penalty, by the way. Has to be. Yeah, I know exactly. Exactly, but this has to be a penalty. It's going to be one. I know Flamengo got the dub there. Absolutely smitted in Chelsea's face. And really, Chelsea, big disappointment because they were leading 1-0. And then they go and absolutely bottle that very badly. And also, welcome, Leo, to the stream. Hope you're having a nice day. This is, yeah, going to be a penalty. There's no way it's not. So let me explain these random teams like Espanyol. Esperance. Yeah, so basically they pick the winner of different teams in different countries based on criteria. So basically each confederation is given slots. So for example, UEFA was given 5 slots, so they picked 5 teams from UEFA. I think that's how it works. And so they picked based on the qualification criteria those certain ones. I know, I can't believe Chelsea actually lost Nerosion. Honestly, the biggest mistake, I think, was subbing off Liam Delap. That was the biggest mistake for Chelsea. Subbing off him, he was creating all the attacking chances at one point in that first half. And, of course, we did see Nicholas Jackson get the red card. That's where it started falling downhill for Chelsea, to be honest. The referee was a little bit, assertive. He really tried to give a lot of yellows and trying to get, as many cards out as possible. So it looks like there's going to be a penalty for Benfica, which is, again, unfortunate. Just end the match already. It's 6 minutes over the regular additional time. My clock's even stopped. Subbing on Madueke as well. Yeah, I definitely think Madueke better sub instead of Nicholas Jackson. Then putting on, this is a penalty here for Benfica, and it's going to be another goal. So whoever voted 0 to 1 goals, you guys are correct. Unless, there could even be another one here. Who knows how many Auckland can concede in about 30 seconds of playtime after this penalty. We're about to find out, though. Looks like Di Maria will be taking the penalty as well. I know, Madueke was actually, pace abusing when he came on. I do think he should have stayed on. He should have came on earlier. Delap coming on and staying on, not coming on, staying on. Jackson not going on. It's just Enzo Maresca's tactics really need to be slightly more improved. And Di Maria going to take this. This is a bully on Auckland now. Why are we getting another pen here? What is the point? I guess it's for Di Maria to try and get up there in the top scorer for Club World Cup. And it's in. It's a goal for Benfica. 6-0. And there's really no stopping any team here for Auckland. They're gone. I'm sorry, Auckland. You had your chance in the first half. And, but the whistle hasn't even blown yet. Still going in this game. There's probably going to be about 30 seconds more of playtime as well. Di Maria now 3 goals in this tourney. So he is, all 3 goals are pens. I have to say, all 3 goals for Di Maria in this tournament are penalties. But he's going up there as the top scorer. Unfortunately, see, the problem, guys, with this tournament is now Ronaldo's top scorer of all time for Club World Cup is obsolete. He had 7 goals. Di Maria's almost equalised it in 2 games. And there's full time. Finally, Auckland Benfica, the bullying has stopped. And there's actually a shirt trade here. Di Maria's given his shirt to one of the Auckland players. That's respect from Di Maria, honestly. Props to him. Big respect from Di Maria, giving his shirt away. And that is full time there. In this game, Benfica 6, Auckland 0, and the goal difference is now 16 minus for Benfica for Auckland. Definitely not for Benfica. Benfica is now on the top of the table with 4 points. Bayern play Boca later on, so Bayern could easily establish to a 6-point lead. unless the South American curse continues and, of course, Bayern lose or draw to Boca Juniors. But as it stands, the South American teams are unbeaten, and this stream has ended, and we'll see you guys in less than 2 hours for the 1 a.m. stream for my time, which will be Esperance versus LAFC. So LAFC definitely have a chance here to get some goals, especially through Olivier Giroud. But yeah, goodbye, guys. See you in less than 2 hours. Smash like, smash subscribe.